Oh, Freddie. Come here, Freddie. Come here, Freddie. Oh, come here. Everyone wants to see you, Freddie. Freddie came to visit today. She doesn't come around as often as the kittens. She's our good girl. She's over a year old, like a year and a half old, I think. She's still working on being best friends with the kittens. She wasn't too excited when they came to join the family. But she's our good Freddie. She came to visit today. Freddie, can you say hi? Can you say good morning? You're very relaxed, Freddie. Okay, you ready to get down now? Bye, Freddie. Good morning, friends, and welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday video. I'm going to give you a quick update on my weight and how things are going with my diet experiment. And then I thought for this video, I would just kind of do a recap of the last couple of months and like what my diet is like right now and my diet experiment that I'm doing. I've gotten a ton of new subscribers recently, and I've been getting a lot of questions about what exactly my diet is and what I'm doing. And I kind of have all that info in a whole bunch of Wellness Wednesday videos, and I thought just to have one video to point people to would be helpful. So it'll be kind of a recap and an update on how things are going. So last week I told you I was starting up the 3 lean days per week schedule. I was doing alternating. I'll go into that in a minute, but I've done about a week and a half of the 3 lean days a week, and I'm down another 2.4 pounds. I'm still totally in shock that the weight is still dropping the way it is. I keep expecting to like hit a plateau or for it to go back up because that's what it always does. I just cannot believe how the weight is dropping so fast, and I'm still having no issues with hunger, no issues sticking to the plan, no cravings, nothing like that. I feel like my hormones, my hunger hormones are on point. Everything's going really well, and the weight keeps dropping. Also, a quick update on my rosacea. I talked about that a few weeks ago, how it was really flaring, and I was trying to decide, what course of action to take. I started a bunch of over-the-counter things that I told you about, and those seem to be really helping a lot. But I had a lot of suggestions about like what might be causing it, all different things. And I honestly think that it's just because I was losing weight, and oftentimes when your body is releasing fat, it can release toxins that are in the fat. So I had just lost like 10 pounds, and I think that I just had some inflammation that was released from that. So I didn't jump to any conclusions fast. I didn't move to an even stricter diet. I did attempt that cutting out eggs for a couple of weeks. That didn't seem to be the thing, so I'm really glad about that. It would be awful if I was sensitive to eggs. But beyond that one experiment, I just really took it slow. I was pretty confident that it was just something my body was working through, and I think it has. My face has been a lot better. I always have a little bit of redness in my face. That's just how my face is, and that's kind of just how faces work. They get red sometimes. So I'm happy with the topicals that I'm doing. I think my diet is on the right track. I don't think I need to go even stricter. Things are just good on that front. All right, now for a overview of the diet experiment that I'm doing. And I do want to preface it by talking about what my diet was like before I started this diet experiment, because I think just talking about what I've done the last 2 months is not the full picture. A lot of times we can look for the right diet, but I think it's just as important to consider the state of the body before the diet starts as it is to consider what the diet is. So I've done tons of diets in my life. I started with Atkins back right before I got married when I was 20. Then I've done like paleo, primal, Whole30, Weston A. Price, GAPS, keto, like the lower protein keto, and so many more different diets, some for multiple years at a time. So I've been living a generally healthy lifestyle for a really long time. I didn't come from the standard American diet 2 months ago. Overall, my body was in a pretty healthy state. I wasn't doing any extreme dieting recently, so I was eating a really good amount of calories every day. My metabolism was pretty healthy. My hormones were really good. All the female cycle things were all just pretty much perfect. And then it's been about 3 years now that I've really focused on jumping back into keto and doing more of a higher protein keto, ketovore, animal-based keto, meat-based keto, whatever you want to call it. The only real break I had from that was when I was writing my cookbook. I got an offer to write a cookbook that wasn't necessarily keto. So for the whole recipe testing phase and recipe development, I was not on my animal-based keto. But then as soon as I was done with that, I jumped back in. So it's been about 3 years that I have been doing high protein ketovore keto, but my weight was not budging. I was still eating dairy. I wasn't tracking anything I was eating. I was just sticking to higher protein keto and sticking to the foods that I knew worked well for my body. I don't do a lot of keto treats, keto desserts, keto packaged food. I spent the first couple of years on this higher protein keto without doing any kind of sweeteners. The first sweetener I added back in was stevia in my electrolyte drink, the Relight from Redmond, and I do totally fine with that. But still, even doing all of that, my weight would not budge for multiple years. Pretty much ever since I stopped nursing Levi, I've been in the mid 160s, and my goal is to get down into the 140s. But what I was doing with my diet was not helping me lose weight. I was super healthy. I think my health was in a really good place, but as far as releasing the excess fat, my body just wasn't interested in doing it with the way I was eating before. So I talked to you a couple months ago about diet tweaks I was considering, and at the time it was either go dairy-free or start incorporating in some lean days. You might notice that I don't call my lean days protein-sparing modified fast days, because I don't follow the protein sparing modified fast calorie recommendations. It's as low as like 800 calories. And I just know that that's too low for me. And I basically, for my lean days, I choose lower fat foods, keep my protein really high, and then just eat to hunger. And then when I do that, usually my calories come in anywhere between 1,000 and 1,300. So those are my lean days. So I was considering those two different diet tweaks, and in the end, I ended up doing both of them. I was gonna just do the lean days, but then my sister was gonna do the Whole30 and give up dairy, and I decided to do it along with her. So I first gave up dairy, and in the first week of giving up dairy, I lost about 2.5 pounds. And then starting November 1st, I went into my alternating one regular high-fat keto day or ketovore day, high protein, high fat, higher fat keto day, and then the next day would be a lean day. And I just went back and forth for the whole month. And that month I lost 5 more pounds, which was fantastic. After that, I decided to take a week off just to give my body a break because it just lost a bunch of weight. And just mentally, I felt like I needed a break. So I did 1 week of higher fat ketovore, my regular diet, still dairy-free, been dairy-free this whole time. And doing that 1 week of higher calorie, higher fat keto, I lost another pound. And that's what I told you guys about last week. And then I started, instead of doing the alternating lean and fat days, I decided to switch it up and do just 3 lean days per week and 4 higher fat days per week. And so I do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday as lean days. And then I'm able to have 2 days in a row of higher fat days on Sunday and Monday. And it makes it nice that my weeks are always the same. When I was alternating, every other week would be different. So this keeps my schedule pretty stable. And then also I have the flexibility, like if we have some kind of event on Saturday and I want to have it to be a regular day, then I can switch it up and have that be a regular day and then make Sunday my lean day. And so it works out really well with my schedule. So I've been doing that 3-day-a-week schedule for the last about week and a half. And I weighed myself this morning and I was down another 2.4 pounds. So obviously this is working really well. And remember, this is weight that I have been trying to lose, wanting to lose on a ketovore diet for the last like 2.5 years. And I don't know which thing is the most important that I did, giving up dairy or incorporating the lean days. I don't know which one is giving me more weight loss, but I think they both are working together. And I think doing both of them is exactly what my body needed to shake things up and to help my body start releasing the weight. So for the month of November, I'm continuing with my 3 days a week of lean days. Of course, Thanksgiving will be in there. Of course, I'm going to make that a higher fat day. The nice thing about this is that I have a regular higher fat day 4 days a week. So it's not like I have to have a cheat day for Thanksgiving. I just will make it a regular day and enjoy all of the delicious keto foods that I want to enjoy on Thanksgiving. I am considering having dairy on Thanksgiving. I guess you can consider that a cheat day since I have been dairy free. But I love what Kelly Hogan did. She did a dairy free challenge, and then the next month after that, she said her goal was to have dairy no more than 4 times in the month. So instead of just saying yes dairy or no dairy for the entire month, she limited it. And so it was very minimal. And so maybe for like Thanksgiving through Christmas, I'll have some kind of a goal like that. So if we have some kind of event, or if it's a holiday and I want to, have whipped cream on something, I could count that as one of my dairy days. So November, I'm going to continue with the 3 days a week of lean days, 4 days regular ketovore days, and then I'm still deciding what I want to do for December. I'm very comfortable doing the 3 days a week of lean days. I may drop it down to 2 days a week of lean days and see how that goes. I was so shocked that I went back to my regular diet for a week and still continued to lose weight. So I think there is some flexibility there. And with the holidays, I might just, make it easy on myself and do the 2 days a week of lean days. And then come January, if I want to jump into something a little bit more, that would be a great time to do it. So as of this morning, my weight was 154.4. And remember, I started at 165.1. And the goal weight that I've just kind of put out there for myself, obviously it'll depend on how I feel and how I look when I get there, but, or if I get there. But my goal weight is right now 140, which means I am officially in my last 15 pounds of weight to lose. We all know the last 10 or 15 pounds is the hardest to lose. So I'm interested to see how it goes moving forward, but I really can't complain with how things have gone these past 6 weeks, couple of months that I have been experimenting. Oh, hello, kitten. Oof. Cedar wanted to come say hi too. Say good morning, Cedar. Say good morning. All right, I guess that's it for this Wellness Wednesday. I hope you guys are all doing great. Let's chat down in the comments. I always love to hear what you guys are doing and what's working for you. And we will see you in another video.